Hi everyone, this is Terry. Used to be Aussie Diamond Painters, now looking for a new name because I'm going to do more than diamond paint on my channel when I get back up and going. I'll just give you a little bit of background of what's happened. I got pretty ill there for a while, passing out, throwing up blood, dying on the floor at work, bringing me back on life support for a few days, and then awake, and then not allowed to live on my own, so I have moved in with my parents until after Christmas. Excuse me, until after Christmas, and then after that, after Christmas, I'll be looking for a place of my own again, which will be fantastic because I can't record, I can't do what I want to do, I can't do other crafts and that sort of thing. I'm finding it a little difficult. 57-year-old woman moving back in with your parents, it's a little bit difficult, but we'll get there. So I'm actually going on a cruise in on Friday, which is the Friday after Christmas. Going to meet Pippa Brown. We're cruising around to Hobart as well, in Tasmania, so going to try and meet up with her, and when I come back I'll be looking for a place to move into to rent, so that will be good, where I can do my other crafts. I used to make beads for jewellery, so I'm going to turn that into making polymer clay pens, so I'm looking forward to doing that. I've made a few canes while I've been here, but it's a little bit difficult. Canes take a while to make, and I'll do some tutorials on it when I'm settled in, but canes are a little bit hard to make and they're time consuming, and I don't feel like I can leave my stuff out to carry on the next day. I feel like I've got to put it all away and then I've got to get it all out again the next day. So while it's been good, I've been looking after Mum, as well as me not being able to live on my own for a little while. I haven't been able to do what I've wanted to do, and finding time to record is difficult. Like, it's 1:30 in the morning here to record this, so maybe why my voice is a little bit low. I'll turn it up before I upload it. If you're thinking my pen looks a bit funny, it is. I'm going to have to go acrylic pen shopping when I get back from my cruise. I dropped it the other day and it broke this end off here, and I can't get it out. Whoever made it has glued it in so good that I can't get the end out to get a new one in, and this one is getting a little bent because of when I dropped it, so I don't know how I can get that end out, but this end is getting a little sloppy as well, but it's the only acrylic pen I have and the only one I use. So I was wondering what that noise was. I thought it was Mum or Dad coming out, but it's my little pussycat running around. Yeah, so when I come back, the first thing I'm going to do is try and shop around for a new pen. I have trouble with my thumb, so I need a pen that's thicker than the norm. If you can hear that funny noise, it's my cat. Mum and Dad have got wood floors, and he's running around and having a good time. But skidding along the floor, it's quite funny to watch, actually. Anyway. I've got a tag that I'm going to go through as well, or go through some of the questions that'll answer about what I do for Christmas and what my family does and all that sort of thing. I think he wants some attention. Buddy, come here, mate. He's a white ragdoll cat, and it's been so hotty today. As Pippa's videos have told you about the heat we're having here, but we also have to contend with a lot of smoke at the moment. Not as bad as the people that are in the fires, but it's all coming up and sitting around Sydney. So there's a lot of people with asthma problems and all that sort of thing. You go out, when I'm at work, I work in the city, you go out, well, for me, for I vape. So I go downstairs to have a vape, and all you can see is smoke. I took a photo the other day of what you could see. When you took a photo, and it was just really, really smoky, really bad. But, anyway, I'm doing a Diamond Art Club painting that I haven't touched for a while. The other ones I've been doing while I've been away are mainly football ones for friends and family, because it was football season. Just get another colour, black with a white dot. There we go. Of course, 310. Although there hasn't been that many 310s really in this, but anyway, I'm doing the I can't remember what it's called. The Little Gift. I am mad about dolphins. So I used to water ski when I was a kid, in amongst dolphins in the water. So it sort of brought back a few memories when I saw it. I've got a lot of Christmas ones to do, but I think they'll have to wait till next year. There was a time there where I couldn't buy any diamond paintings at all with the medical bills that I had, but starting to get them down now and getting them in some order, so I've been able to buy a few. Christmas tree, of course, and I love the rose ones, so I got the rose ones and a few others. I think I've got about 40, maybe not that many, but yeah, between 30 and 40. Now that'll keep me going for a while. I want to start making the pens and things like that, because I enjoy doing things like that as well. Also be having knitting. My daughter is actually pregnant, so I'm knitting her some little outfits, and I've knitted a rug already. I'm crocheting another rug, so I'll be having that those sort of things on my channel as well. That's why I need to change my name from Aussie Diamond Painters to something to do with craft. So if you can help me think of a better name, that would be fantastic. I don't have much imagination for names, so any help would be most appreciated. As I said, I'll be coming back to the world of YouTube after I come back from my cruise and find a place to move into, which will probably be February, I think, now. At least February, could be later than that, but we'll see. I'm also ready to start a HADE, Heaven and Earth Design, and it's huge, and it's the kitty something or other. I can't remember the name of it offhand, but it's like a kitty craft room. So it's and the big one, not the mini one. So I'm slowly collecting drills and stuff like that from leftover from kits that I'm doing, and also buying some. So that's another little project I have going. What else has been going on? Can't really remember. Just life been going on, and work, and feeling very tired a lot from getting over this illness, or not getting over the illness because I'll have it forever, but I had to go out and buy the new Apple Watch because it has a fall detector in it. So if I fall over, it rings. If I fall over and not get up, it rings the ambulance and family members and that sort of thing. So I have to keep that on as much as I can, except of course when I'm charging it, so that if something happens, not only will my family be informed, but an ambulance will be called and all that sort of thing. So, and I couldn't live on my own without something like that. It was either going to be a dog, which was what the doctors were talking about to start with, and then a friend's son actually told me about these watches that have been remarkable. They've saved a lot of lives in the States apparently, with the fall alarm in it. So I took it all the research and that sort of thing to the doctor, and he agreed with me that it was just as good as a dog. If down the track the condition gets any worse, I'll have to have both, just in case. It's either that or not live on my own, and I excuse me, and I don't think I could do that. I've lived with somebody all my life, whether it's I've been married twice and I have a daughter, so she's just out and about with her partner now, so it's my time. I just want some Terry time. So we'll just see how that goes without a dog to start with, and if it comes to it, I'll get a service dog if that's required. It just means I have to take it to work and everywhere with me, that's all. I've told work about the dog. They don't seem perturbed about it. They actually think it'd be quite good to have a dog around. So, and we take up about 6 or 7 floors of our building. So, and I walk around all the time because I do computers and help people with any problems they're having there with their computers, and software, not hardware. So I'd be walking around the office with a little puppy dog and nobody seems to be perturbed about it, so I'm sure it'll be okay if the time comes when I need one. Let's get on to happier things. So how's everybody been? I've missed talking to a lot of you. Don't hear from many of you anymore. It seems to have you go out of the scene and you not get forgotten, but other things take over. I've missed talking to you guys and doing videos and stuff. I still watch a hell of a lot of videos. I don't comment because I normally download them and watch them on the train and at work and things like that. Once you download them, you can't make comments, so that's what happens with that. But other than that, before we get going on the Christmas questions, I just want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and if there is anybody on their own, just contact me, and anybody in Australia, of course. It'd be a bit expensive to contact me from overseas, and we can have a little chat. I don't mind doing that. I'm just going down to my sister's, and of course most attention will be on the kids, on my sister's grandkids, so nobody will miss me if I go out of the room for a little while. Have a little chat to people on Christmas Day. That's not a problem, although I think I'm on Boxing Day, so any time from now until early Friday morning when I go away on holidays, I can be contactable. If you just want to have a chat, that's fine with me. Just let me get another number and I'll get the tag out and we'll go from there. Where's my little iPad? Here it is. See, I don't know whether you can see it, but it's 1:51 in the morning on the 22nd of December. I think mine's going out on Boxing Day at about 3 o'clock my time, from memory. I'll have to check the schedule, and I'll also check the schedule for the person who's going to come after me, and I will copy and paste that link into the chat quite a few times through the premiere, so that you know where to go next. Better check the time. Okay. How do you celebrate Christmas? Well, I was born a Catholic. I'm not a practicing Catholic. I go to church for weddings and funerals and all of those sort of things, and that's about it. That's another long story I'll tell you one day, but 2 was all I needed. This year, because it's changing this year, because my daughter and I have lived together up until this year. This is the first year that we haven't. So I'll be going over to their place in the morning, and give them their Chrissy presents. 33. And then we'll be heading off to my sister's, where we do a Secret Santa for the adults, and this is getting too many of us now, but I always buy something for the kids, like my sister's grandkids, so I always buy them something to give to them Christmas Day. But the adults, we do a Secret Santa. So we give out all the presents in the Secret Santa, and then we think about lunch after that. It's usually my brother-in-law that cooks, even though it's really hot here during Christmas and stuff. Usually have a baked dinner, you know, pork, ham, turkey or chicken, just the usual stuff. Every now and then we've had a seafood lunch, which has been nice because it's been cool. Because it usually is pretty hot here in Sydney on Christmas Day. So I know it's totally different to where a lot of you come from, where you have your snow and that sort of thing. I'd like one white Christmas in my lifetime sometime. I've been to the States a few times, but never through snowy periods. I always go over in your summer. So, and I wish I'd known about diamond painting then, because I certainly would have gone to Harbour Freight and got a heap of storage containers from Harbour Freight, but we can't get them here, so c'est la vie. That's why I use these ones. I use these a lot. I think I have 4 or 5 of them. I get them when they come on sale because they're very expensive here. I've seen them on American Amazon for $20. I mean, if they were $20 here, it'd be all my storage would go in it. But not $20 here. They're a lot more expensive than that. But anyway, sort of gone off the track a bit. Yeah, so go to my sister's for Christmas. Usually have lunch. I give out prezzies, have lunch. Some of the guys watch the cricket if it's on, but mostly everybody wants to have a nap in the afternoon. So we usually head to our homes probably about 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon after a long day and a big lunch, and just have a rest or a nap or whatever you want to do. And then that's Christmas Day. Boxing Day normally is fairly busy for our family. We all go over to my cousin Jan's. I'm not going this year because I got to pack for a cruise the next day. But all the cousins and aunts and uncles and that sort of thing go there most years. But as I said, I'm not going this year. I'm too busy packing. As long as you go every couple of years, you don't get into too much trouble. 28. I'm sort of a bit worried about running out of some colours in this one, but just see how we go. Okay, how are you spending this Christmas? Well, the same that I said about Christmas Day is all happening. Daughter's in the first thing, then to my sisters, and then home and rest and whatever. And that's Christmas Day. Boxing Day, as I said, go to my cousin Jan's, but I won't be going this year. I'll be packing. Are you good at buying gifts for others? No, I'm not. I would rather give them money and they go out and buy themselves gifts, to be quite honest with you. But as now it is a Secret Santa. It's not so bad. And this year, some of the kids' mother just wanted some money so she'd go out and buy some clothes for the kids. And giving them gift cards for the local shopping centre. So that's not so hard. Okay. Where is Kate? K for Karen. Now I can't find it. Oh, there it is, number 3. Way up the top. What's your most memorable Christmas memory? Well, the most memorable one would be one Christmas. Dad bought us some canoes, just little ones, little fiberglass canoes that we could use in the pool and stuff, because we had a pool out the backyard. And what he did was, on Christmas Eve, he got a roll of string, and it went from the lounge room stuck to a gift card, and we had to follow the string. And must have been a bloody long piece of string, because we went from around the front of the house to the back of the house, finally into the pool area. And there were the canoes, but the only thing that Dad didn't realise what happened, we had pebblecrete all around the pool, and every time the canoe hit the side of the pool, a little bit of pebblecrete came off. So it wasn't the best presents that Dad had bought. And in the canoes were fishing rods and stuff. We used to go away to the water, go water skiing and fishing and that sort of thing, so there were fishing rods also hanging out the side of the canoes. So 2 canoes with 3 fishing rods. I have a brother and a sister. So 31. You sure? Looks very orange. I suppose so. As I said, I'm a bit worried about running out. I think Mrs. Coffee did this once a long time ago, probably 12 months ago or so, and I think she ran out of colours with this, but we'll see. What's the next question? How did you spend Christmas last year? Same way as I'm spending it this year. Pretty boring, huh? I know, we do the same thing every year, and spend time with family and that sort of thing. The only difference was I woke up and my daughter was there, so we just exchanged gifts. My daughter and her partner were there, so we just exchanged gifts in our jammies. And then went over to my sister's for Christmas lunch, etc. I'm sorry about that. Mum came out so wanting something, so I had to stop. Okay, back to it. I think I answered how did you spend last Christmas, the same as the Christmas before. On Christmas Eve, what do you leave out for Santa? Well, a little bit past Santa, because my youngest is 25 now. But what we did leave out for Santa when she was younger is a bottle of beer for Santa, some cookies, and a bucket of water, and some carrots for the reindeer. Just what everybody does, I suppose. I think that's the norm. You get up in the morning and Santa's drunk a bottle of beer. Oops. And I think Santa must get very drunk as he's going around, if everybody gives him a bottle of beer. But yeah, I'm sure he enjoys every bottle of beer he has. What's your favourite Christmas movie? God, I've got so many of them. Dear oh dear. I can't think of one just offhand. I really like watching the Christmas carols. We have live Christmas carols on TV. We had them tonight, and then we'd had them again Christmas Eve. My daughter and I used to go to the carols. The ones tonight, because they're actually in Sydney. The ones Christmas Eve are in Melbourne, and it's a little bit far to go. Like a 12-hour drive to go to Christmas carols just isn't my piece of cake. But Christmas carols at the Domain, it's called, the ones in Sydney. And the atmosphere's great, and you start, well, I do anyway, I start getting the Christmas spirit. While you're at the carols. What's your favourite Christmas song? Well, you probably haven't heard of it, or a lot of you probably haven't heard of it. They're big kangaroos, big white kangaroos, are called boomers. And there is a song, 6 White Boomers. I should have tried to get it to play for you, but I wouldn't even know where it was now. If I do find it, I'll play it at the end or something. The person who used to sing it is not a very nice person. He's actually in jail in England at the moment for being a pedophile, so it doesn't get played here much anymore. But 6 White Boomers, Snow White Boomers. It's a great song. Never hear it anymore. Great Christmas, Australian Christmas song. Because it talks about going through Australian sun and how hot it is, and people having barbecues and, you know, playing games outside and that sort of thing, which you can't do. I don't think in America. I think it'd be too cold. But what do you eat on Christmas Day? Well, I think I said that earlier. Pork, ham, turkey or chicken, usually baked dinner. Some people have seafood, and we've had that one year and it was great. It was nice and cool. Oops, it's around the wrong way. But we're having a baked dinner this year, so and we all take a bit, like I'll end up taking desserts probably, and or fruit. I love fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. So I usually take dessert and or fruit, depending on what I'm told to bring. And because Dad's celiac, you have a very limited menu, I suppose, for desserts. So I make a thing called Elliot Ness, which is or smashed Elliot Ness, which is pavlova smashed up with cream and fruit, and always fruit, and sort of stuff. In your culture, what date do you receive gifts? December 25. Sometimes when I was a kid we were allowed to have one on Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day was when we got and exchanged gifts. That's usually the day. Have you ever visited the North Pole? No. Have you ever gone Christmas caroling? We don't have that here. People don't go around singing Christmas carols. And no, I've never built a gingerbread house either. We don't have Elf on a Shelf, so I don't know. It's said to finish the quote of the best way to spread Christmas cheer is. Worst present you've ever received? Oh, this fantastic looking top. It was absolutely beautiful. It's 3 sizes too small. But I really wanted to wear it, but it was just too small. Have you ever built a snowman? No. We don't have snow. Do you prefer giving or receiving gifts on Christmas? I actually like giving gifts. Seeing people's faces when they open the present. And hopefully excitement on their face when they see what I've given them. that's the best part of Christmas for me. What makes Christmas special for you? Mainly just having family around, spending time with family that you don't, through the year, and just slow down and have a good time and laugh and chat and all that sort of stuff. What would be your dream place to spend Christmas? Well, as I said before, I would love to have a white Christmas just 1 year, just to see what it's like. I'm sure it'll be freezing, but I'd really like to spend one Christmas in the snow. I think it'd be really nice. What's your one Christmas wish? Oh dear. One? I sort of have more than one. We have very bad drought going on here in Australia. There's a lot of farmers committing suicide. There's a lot of animals being shot or destroyed or whatever. I wish that the drought would end for them. I wish the fires would stop. A lot of people losing their homes and all their possessions in these fires. It's been going on for months now. And people are getting sick from the smoke. Asthmatics are suffering badly. So yeah, they're the two big ones. Don't really want anything for myself, really. I just wish those two things had happened. The fires would stop and the drought had be gone. Other than that, not much really. I'd like to be able to find a really nice place, which is, a long way down my list of wishes. A really nice place to move into. I'm going to try and get a 2-bedroom place so I can have a craft room in one room and my bedroom in another. So I could be working on something and just shut the door and go back to it the next day. That would be cool. There's a lot of stuff that you have to have out for some crafts, like for jewellery and that sort of thing, and having to put it away. In between sessions is just a pain in the butt. But anyway, put the link in again regarding the next person who is on the list. I'm very out of practice at this. I'm sorry if I was boring, but we'll get back in the way of it soon. I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and a safe and wonderful 2020. Oh my God, I sound old. 2020. Wow. And for people who are alone for Christmas, I'm not going to try and say I know how it feels, because I don't. I have not a large family, but I do have a family that I spend time with over Christmas. And you know, you sit around and laugh and talk and have a few drinks and have a good time, and you know, spending time with family is what Christmas is about, I think. But yeah, I hope everybody has a really great Christmas again, and a happy New Year. And if you can think of a good name for a channel for me, that would be great. I'm doing knitting, crocheting, jewellery, pens made out of clay, polymer clay, and jewellery, and diamond painting, of course, which is the one I do most of. I haven't got a very good imagination for that sort of thing, but anybody who has any ideas, I'd be most grateful. And I have about 12 minutes to go, but I think I'll give you time to go and have a little wee walk and get yourselves a cup of coffee and to get ready for the next one, the next person on the list. I've had a great time doing this. The time's gone really quick, and I'm really looking forward to getting back into it when I have a place of my own. As I said, I've still been diamond painting the whole time. I'm feeling a lot better. I have a bit more energy than I used to have. This condition that I have is something that I'll have for the rest of my life, and it's come from a medication that I had to take years ago. So it's not something that's going to go away. I just have to keep it under control with medication. And it could turn into cancer at some point. Nobody seems to really know. Hopefully it doesn't, but you can't sort of live on hope for your life. Just live your life and hope it doesn't happen. Anyway, for people who want to go and make a cup of coffee and that sort of thing before the next one's on, I'll say good night, and I'll be seeing you next year more often for hopefully some laughs and jokes and good times. Again, if anybody wants a bit of telephone or message contact over Christmas, New Year period, I'm here until the 27th before I go away on holidays, but I'll be back online on the 4th when I get to Hobart, or I get to Pippa. So I hope you have a good time. I'll just cover this up. My little baby has just come to visit. Here we go. Ah, there. You might be able to see a paw there. There's my baby, who likes to diamond paint with me. He sits next to me and diamond paints. So have a now I've got white hair all over me. Have a great Christmas, and I'll talk to you in 2020. Bye bye for now.